Good morning, students. Let's continue with our chapter Civilizing the Native, Educating the Nation. Students, in the previous video, we learnt about the tradition of Orientalism. We studied the views of William Jones, Henry Thomas Colebrook, Nathaniel Hallhead, then William James, Thomas Macaulay. We studied about the views of these personalities about education. Today we will study the system of education in प्री-ब्रिटिश पीरियड कि ब्रिटिशर्स के इंडिया में आने से पहले इंडिया का एजुकेशन सिस्टम कैसा था. तो विलियम एडम्स, ही वॉज अ स्कॉटिश missionary. In 1830s, he visited India. He mainly visited the states of Bengal and Bihar, and he prepared a report about the system of education in those states. And the report that he prepared was very interesting. He said that the system of education was very flexible. There were no fixed fee, no printed books, no separate school building, no benches, chairs, no blackboards, no system of separate classes, no roll call registers, no annual examination, no regular timetable. And where were the classes held? Classes were held under a tree or in the corner of a village or even at the guru's home. And there was no fixed fee. Fee depended on the income of parents. The rich had to pay more than the poor. Teaching was totally oral. Guru decided what to teach. And the students were not separated out into different classes. All of them sat together in one place. Now, we see that this system was very much flexible, and there were some benefits of this flexible system. As we know that in rural areas, मेन ऑक्यूपेशन ऑफ पीपल इज़ एग्रीकल्चर. तो ये जो फ्लेक्सिबल सिस्टम था, इसका एक बेनिफिट ये था कि किसानों के बच्चे भी एजुकेशन हासिल कर सकते थे. बिकॉज during the harvest season, the parents, the peasants, they needed the help of their children in the fields. So during that season, children didn't go to the पाठशालास. वो पाठशालास में नहीं जाते थे और अपने पेरेंट्स की खेतों में हेल्प करते थे. और जब उनका हार्वेस्टिंग का, स्टोरेज का काम कंप्लीट हो जाता था, वो दोबारा अपनी क्लासेस ज्वाइन कर लेते थे. बिकॉज देयर वर नो हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल्स, देयर वाज नो नीड ऑफ रेगुलरिटी इन द क्लासेस. सो इसका ये बेनिफिट था कि किसानों के बच्चे भी एजुकेशन हासिल कर सकते थे. Now, up to 1850s, the company, East India Company, was concerned mainly with the higher education. So, it did not interfere with the working of local pathshalas. But after 1854, the company decided to improve the system of vernacular education also. So, it imposed new routines, established certain rules for these local pathshalas also. First of all, the company appointed a number of government pandits. Now, these pandits were the in charge of at least 4 to 5 schools. के हर पंडित ने के अंडर 4-5 स्कूल्स थे. उनको इसने उसकी इंस्पेक्शन करनी थी. वहाँ पर जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम है उसे इम्प्रूव करवाना था. और हर गुरु को ये बोला गया कि उसने अपने काम की जो रिपोर्ट है वो इस पंडित को सबमिट करवानी है. सो द टीचिंग वॉज नाउ टू बी बेस्ड ऑन टेक्स्ट बुक्स. नाउ देयर विल बी द सिस्टम ऑफ annual examination. Students were asked to pay regular fee, attend regular classes and obey the new rules of discipline. या ब्रिटिशर्स ने जो है एजुकेशन सिस्टम में काफ़ी चेंजेस लाई. जो पहले वाली फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी थी सिस्टम ऑफ एजुकेशन में, उसे ख़त्म कर दिया गया. फ़ी फिक्स कर दी गई, रेगुलर टाइम टेबल्स बना दिए गए, रेगुलर क्लासेस और टेक्स्ट बुक्स बेस्ड स्टडी होगी. और दिस इज दे इंट्रोड्यूस द सिस्टम ऑफ एनुअल एग्जामिनेशन ऑल्सो. Till now, we have studied about the views of British officials about education. Now we will study about the views of Indian thinkers, Indian leaders about education. Many Indians were of the view that Western education is very good for Indians. It would modernize India, and they wanted the British to open more schools, colleges, universities, and spend more money on education. But some other thinkers they were strong critiques of Western education. Mahatma Gandhi was one such leader who opposed the system of Western education because Mahatma Gandhi was of the view that colonial education created a sense of inferiority in the minds of Indian. It made the Indians see Western civilization as superior and destroyed the pride they had in their own culture. महात्मा गांधी का क्या मानना था कि जो इंग्लिश एजुकेशन है वो इंडियन लोगों के माइंड में हीनता का भाव लेकर आती है. वो लोग अब वेस्टर्न सिविलाइजेशन को सुपीरियर मानने लगे हैं और अपने कल्चर में जो उन्हें मान था वो ख़त्म होता जा रहा है. He felt that Indian people are now charmed by the West. They appreciate everything that comes from the West, and the Indians educated in these institutions, they have started admiring the British rule. Indian लोगों ने जो बच्चे इन स्कूल्स में ब्रिटिशर्स के स्कूल्स में पढ़ते हैं वो ब्रिटिश रूल को एडमायर करते हैं, वो पसंद करने लगे हैं. बट ही वांटेड कि एजुकेशन कैसी होनी चाहिए, दैट एजुकेशन ought to develop a person's माइंड एंड सोल. एजुकेशन ऐसी हो जो बच्चे का माइंड और सोल जो है उसको डेवलप करे. सो ही वांटेड दैट पीपल शुड वर्क विद देयर हैंड्स, दे शुड लर्न सम क्राफ्ट, दे शुड नो हाउ डिफरेंट थिंग्स ऑपरेटेड. व्हेन दे विल डू दिस इट वुड डेवलप देयर माइंड एंड कैपेसिटी टू understand. So that's why Mahatma Gandhi was strongly against Western education and he wanted to teach children handicrafts. Now let's study about the views of Rabindranath Tagore about education. When Rabindranath Tagore was a child, when as a student he hated going to school. He didn't like the strict discipline of school. He found that the environment of school is very oppressive and suffocating. So he felt that it is just like a prison. So he made up his mind that when he grows up, he would open a school where children would learn in the natural environment, because he was of the view that creative learning could be encouraged only within a natural environment. So he set up a school which he named Shanti Niketan. Shanti Niketan means abode of peace. So he established the school 100 kilometers away from Calcutta in the natural surrounding. So he felt that here children would learn, they would cultivate their natural creativity while living in harmony with nature. So here we see the difference between the views of Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore, where Mahatma Gandhi was strong critique. He was totally against Western education. Rabindranath Tagore wanted to combine the elements of modern Western civilization with what he saw as the best within Indian traditions. कि रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर अपने इंस्टीट्यूशन शांति निकेतन में बच्चों को वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज़ की जो साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी है वो भी सिखाना चाहते थे, साथ में इंडियन आर्ट, म्यूज़िक एंड डांस ये चीज़ें भी सिखाना चाहते थे. दैट मीन्स ही वांटेड टू कंबाइन द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ इंडियन ट्रेडिशंस एज वेल एज modern Western civilization. So students, we have studied in this chapter, we have studied about the system of education during the British period. We read about the views of various British officials as well as Indian thinkers about education. That's all about the chapter. Hope you all have understood it well.